Do the roar.
You know anything? How about one of those famous Shrek roars?
Do the roar.
Let me set you straight, Butterpants. An ogre only roars when he's angry. You don't want to see me angry, do you?
Do it.
What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Neezy here, and welcome to another Rejected Heroes Media video. It is Godzilla week officially. That means this week, Godzilla vs Kong is coming out on HBO Max and in theaters this Wednesday. It's going down, the biggest monster movie of the year. It's finally coming to the big screen and the small screen. I'm going to see it in Dolby on Thursday, unfortunately. I tried to see it Wednesday when it came out, but it was like, oh, it was sold out, because I was thinking like, oh, well, not everybody's going to the movie theaters. I guess not. A whole lot of people are coming out to support this movie. I am so excited. So I thought to myself, you know what I should do this morning? You know what I should do? I think I should go back and review all of the movies in this Godzilla cinematic universe we got going on. Starting with 2014's Godzilla, going from Kong Skull Island to 2019's Godzilla King of the Monsters, and finally wrapping it all off with the latest installment, Godzilla vs Kong. It's going down. It's going to be crazy to revisit these movies with you guys. I can't wait to just explore and see how it all goes down, how we got to this point. The monster universe is kind of like a, well, you know, because a lot of people didn't really like, you know, King of the Monsters, and people were like, oh yeah, I like Kong Skull Island. It was okay. And some people really liked Godzilla 2014, even though it was like, yeah, Godzilla was in it for like 20 minutes. I hope this new Godzilla vs Kong movie just gonna bring it all together. Hopefully it brings life to the franchise and everything like that, keeps it going. But let's get started with 2014's Godzilla. We're gonna go revisit that movie. Here we go. Let's talk about it. First of all, 2014, what a time. Coming off the heels of, what was it, 1998 Godzilla, that movie with Matthew Broderick, a movie that a lot of people just hate. I know somebody very close to me who just absolutely dreads this movie. You know who you are. You know who you are. Or God Thunder, just saying. So it was good to see Godzilla come back 2014. We got a first trailer for it. We were like, oh shit, new Godzilla movie. Is it good? Could be something. And Godzilla was like in the shadows, shit like that. Like, oh, we couldn't really see him. So that was like the hype. That was the intrigue. Like, oh, what does he look like? Are they going to redesign him? And, you know, is he going to really look and feel like Godzilla of old? Oh, and he does. I gotta say, it was good seeing Godzilla for the first time on the big screen. A long time. I saw it in IMAX back in 2014. Blew my mind because I was like, holy shit. And when you heard that roar, do the roar. Yeah, that shit like rocked my theater. I was like, whoa, this is God and he's Zilla. I loved it. Get into the acting of the movie first. First of all, we got Bryan Cranston who starred in this movie. We all thought from the trailer it's going to be like, okay, it's going to be Bryan Cranston versus Godzilla. It's going to go down. And even though Bryan Cranston got taken out in the first, like, what, 30 minutes of the movie. Oh, that sucked. But it wasn't like you didn't get a good scene leading up to it. Seeing his wife going in the reactor. Like, oh man, she's going to die. She got to seal herself up so it doesn't get out and shit. First 10 minutes you got on Bryan Cranston's side. So you were like, okay, you know, he's not bad and shit. I love him. And probably got Elizabeth Olsen and Aaron Taylor Johnson. They were coming off the heels just like a year before. You know, they were brother and sister in Avengers Age of Ultron. They were husband and wife in Godzilla 2014, and they were good in the movie too. They were pretty functional, you know, which is like, okay, good to see Quicksilver and Scarlet Witch or Wanda with that build up, that intrigue, like, okay, you know, can we see him? And, you know, or like, we saw these other monsters, like you saw that egg and shit, I saw the power plant, the nuclear reactor, you're like, oh, what's that? Is that Godzilla? And then it hatched. It was this fucking alien Muto thing. That's what they call them, Mutos. So that thing was wrecking house. You're like, oh, well, that's not Godzilla. What was that? But then it builds up and everything. When you get to the part where they're at the airport, you see the foot, like a kadoom, kadoom, and then he just pans up it and he does the roar, play the roar again. And I was like, oh, fuck yeah, that was awesome. And you're like, you're going to see like, okay, the fight is Godzilla and the Muto, they're clashing. And then it just ends. And I was like, oh, fuck, man, come on, we want to see it. Then they dick teased us again when you thought you were going to see Godzilla and Mutos fight again. And it's just like, okay, another dick tease. Come on, man, we want to see Godzilla. And then they get till the end of the movie where you finally do see the fight between Mutos. There's two Mutos. There's a female and a male Muto, and they're both going against the daddy Zilla. And you do see the fight, and when you do see it, it's spectacular and awesome. I would say the pros of the movie with the action, when it does actually happen on screen, when you see Godzilla actually throw down and shit, it is pretty spectacular. Now granted, you might lose some of that because you're seeing it on the small screen. That's kind of like hit and miss a little bit, because I saw it in 2014 in IMAX and I was just like, this shit's off the wall crazy. You can't replicate that kind of experience on a small screen unless you do have one of those big industrial movie theater size screens in your house. And I'm like, Can I come over? What's your address? And at the end of the day, Godzilla 2014 had a great time with it. Any cons I say about the movie? The fact that, well, like I said, you don't really see Godzilla too much in the movie till the end. So you're one of those Godzilla periods like, I just want to see Godzilla wreck shit. You're gonna gotta power through the 2 hours plus minutes of just, you know, story and characters and world building and that stuff. But when it does go down, it's awesome. Godzilla showed us that, yeah, 2014, he's back. He's the king of the monsters. And it was just the beginning of like, okay, you know, like, okay, cool, one off, you know. Then they made Kong Skull Island. You're like, whoa, this connects to 2014 Godzilla. Do we have a monster universe going on? Every day I'm going to release a new video until we get to Godzilla vs Kong. So today you're gonna get Godzilla, then tomorrow you're gonna get Kong Skull Island. And after that you're gonna get King of the Monsters, which got some shit to say about that movie. We'll be all topping off with Godzilla vs Kong, and we're gonna see that. It's gonna be awesome. So what do you think about Godzilla? Put in the comments and let me know. Let's talk about it. Subscribe. Thanks for watching the video, guys. Hope you had a great time. I can't wait to share the Godzilla week with you because it's going down. And click that subscribe button. Thanks for watching, and as always, guys, subscribe. Until next time.